This is Pastor Kent with you, and this is Devotions with Pastor Kent. We're continuing our study through the Bible. Today we're on Genesis 18, and we're looking at where the Lord appeared to Abram. Abba, thank you for being here with us. Bless, guide, strengthen, and keep us. May your words go forth, prick spirits and unhardened hearts, and say these things in Yeshua's name. Amen. Adonai appeared to Ephraim by the oaks of Merian, and he sat at the entrance of the tent during the heat of the day. He raised his eyes and looked, and there in front of him stood 3 men. One saying them, he ran from the tent door to meet him, prostrated himself on the ground, and said, "My Lord, I have found favor in your sight. Please don't leave your servant. Please let me send for some water so that you can wash your feet. Then rest under the tree, and I will bring a piece of bread. Now that you have come to your servant, refresh yourselves before going on." "Very well," they replied. "Do what you have said." This is showing respect and reverence. This was something very highly respectful to do, to wash somebody's feet. Ephraim hurried into the tent to Sarah and said, "Quickly, 3 measures of your best flour, knead it, and make cakes." Ephraim ran to the herd, took a good tender calf, and gave it to the servant, who hurried to prepare it. Then he took curds, milk, and the calf, which he prepared, and set it all before the men. And he stood by them under the tree as they ate. They said to him, "Where is Sarah, your wife?" He said, "There in the tent," he said. "I will certainly return to you after this time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son." Sarah heard him from the entrance of the tent behind him. Ephraim and Sarah were old, advanced in years. Sarah was past the age of childbearing. So Sarah laughed to herself, thinking, "I am old, and so is my Lord. Am I to have pleasure again?" Adonai said to Ephraim, "Why did Sarah laugh and ask, 'Am I really going to bear a child when I am so old?' Is anything too hard for Adonai? At the time foreset, at this season next year, I will return to you, and Sarah will have a son." Sarah denied it, saying, I didn't either laugh, because she was afraid. She said, "Not so. You did laugh." So Adonai knew that she laughed and that she lied about it. So this is deceit, and this is disobedience. The man set out for there and looked forward toward Sodom, and Ephraim went with them to see them on their way. Adonai said, Should I hide from Ephraim that I am about to do? Inasmuch as Ephraim is sure to become great and strong nation, and all nations of earth will be blessed by him. For I have made myself known to him, so that he will give orders to his children and to his household after him to keep the way of Adonai, and do what is right and just, so that Adonai may bring about Ephraim what he has promised him. Our Adonai is wondering if he should tell Ephraim the truth or not, because not that he's going to lie to him, he's just not going to answer him. Ephraim said, The outcry against Sodom and Orim is so great, their sin is so serious, that I will now go and see whether their deeds warn to outcry that has reached me. If not, I will know. The person who was crying out was Lot. The man turned away from there and went towards Sodom, but Ephraim remained standing before Adonai. Ephraim approached and said, Will you actually sweep away the righteous with the wicked? Maybe. There are 50 righteous people in the city. Will you actually sweep the place away? And not forgive for the sake of the 50 righteous who are there? Far be it for you to do such a thing, to kill the righteous along with the wicked, so that the righteous and the wicked are treated alike. Far be it from you. Shouldn't the judge of all the earth do what is just? Adonai said, If I find in Sodom 50 who are righteous, then I will give the whole place for their name's sake. Ephraim answered, Hear now, I am but dust and ashes, have taken it upon myself to speak to Adonai. What if there are 5 less than 50 righteous? He said, I will not destroy it to find 45 there. He spoke to him again. What if there are 40 are found there? He said, For the sake of the 40, I will not do it. He said, I hope Adonai wouldn't be angry if I speak. But what if 30 are found there? He said, I won't do it if I find 30 there. He said, Hear now, I have taken upon myself to speak to Adonai. What if there are 20 are found there? He said, For the sake of the 20, I will not destroy it. And he said to him, Ephraim, I hope Adonai won't be angry if I speak just once more. What if if 10 are found there? He said, For the sake of the 10, I will not destroy it. Adonai went on his way as soon as he had finished speaking to Ephraim, and Ephraim returned to his place. May Adonai bless the reading of his word. Adonai already knew that he was going to go down to 10. He already knew that. And he also knew that Lot was in that city, and Lot was the one that was crying out for the salvation of the city. Make no mistake, Adonai will not destroy any city for the sake of 10. So make no mistake about that. So if you're in your city, make sure you have 10 followers. 12 would be best. And those 12, teach them to teach others, to teach others, to teach others, and to grow that city. This is the way it works. If you're in the sound of my voice this day, perhaps you are unconvinced about your salvation through Yeshua. But he promised help to anyone who seeks to know the truth. John 7, verse 17 says, "If anyone chooses to do the Messiah's will, they will find out whether my teaching comes from Adonai or whether I speak of my own." Rak HaKadosh offers himself as a gift to anyone who trusts him. Let's make sure you're going to heaven. Say this prayer with me, please. Adonai, I am a sinner, and I am sorry for my sins I have committed. I know my sins put distance between us. I know the distance can be healed. I believe that Yahuah Yahushua died on the executioner's stake for my sins and rose on the third day from the dead. I now receive him as my personal Messiah and accept the gift of your forgiveness, and in return receive everlasting life. In the kingdom of heaven. Thank you, Abba, in Adonai's name I pray. Amen. Please take a moment to tell others. Know that you prayed the prayer of salvation. Matthew 10, verse 32 to 34 says, "Anyone therefore who confesses me in front of people, I also will confess them in front of my Father in the heavens. But whoever denies me in front of people, I also will deny them in front of my Father in the heavens. Do not suppose I come to cast peace on the earth. I did not come to cast peace, but as the living word." You know, you can do this live. Tell others by calling from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Every night at 347-202-0791 to come on air. Come on air by pressing 1. Stay strong in your new faith and enjoy the blessings you now have in Elohim. Adonai, thank you for being here with us. Bless, strengthen, and keep us. May your words perk spirits and unharden hearts, and may they know the truth and say these things in Yeshua's name. Amen.